Student, in this video we will discuss about the second chapter of class 8, that is force and the pressure. And in this chapter mostly we will discuss about the force and pressure, and the force is uh, a very important quantity, yes, and we will discuss this quantity in the our higher classes also, like class 9th, 11th, 12th, yes. But right now, in this chapter we will discuss about the basic about the force. Okay, so student, what is here, what is force? Yes, so over here force is a kind of a push and the pull. Yes, if we try to push an object and pull the object, so we'll find the force there. And if we apply force of to any object, so what will be there, we will find there a kind of motion. Yes, so because of force we can see the movement in the object. Yes, and student, in earlier classes we have discussed about the magnet. Yes, so magnet, same pole of the magnet repel to each other, and different pole of the magnet, yes, attract to each other. So these attraction and repulsion both are the kind of the force. Yes, then student, I want to give the example of the push and the pull, so by that you can understand what is the pull and the pull, and from these what kind of the force can generated. Student, here we can see a car and the main. Yes, and the next diagram we can see the car is pushing, and car is pushing by the man. So this push can generate a force, and because of that, that car can move from one place to another place, one place to another. Then student, in the next diagram we can see the two girls are pushing to each other. Yes, and in another one we can see the girls are playing and they are pulling to each other. Yes, this kind of the game mostly we can see in our surrounding. And at the cow man and the cow both are the pulling to each other. So these kind of the example by which you can understand, yes, the pull and push is required to generate a force. So student, about the force we have the number of the important points. So first one is what, for the force student we require interaction between the two object. Yes, so two objects is required to generate the force, and the interaction is necessary to generate a force. Yes, and the second one, for that I have given the example. Yes, in the last diagram we have seen, yes, different kind of the two types of the object, yes, interacting to each other, and because of that the force is generated. Then student, in the second thing is what, for the generating the force. Yes, so the force is apply on an object in the same direction at the one another. Yes, so if student, if we have an object and two or more object is applying the force on that object, so what will happen, that both type of the force get added. For that student, I want to give example. Student, you can see this is the block of wood or any kind of the block. Yes, if one man is trying to push this block, so the force, the direction of force like this, in this direction. Yes, but what will happen, the movement will be less if two or three people try to push this same block in the same direction. So what we will find, the movement of this object increases. Why? Because the number of people are interacting with this object in the same direction, so because of that the force is getting add. Yes, so if the number of the object is playing or applying the force in the same direction, so those forces get added. And student, if two or more forces are opposite in a direction, so what will happen, So both the force get cancelled to each other, yes. And we'll find we'll find the net force, which is a more, and if that force is a more, so we'll find the movement in that direction. So for that I want to give example. Student, you can see here one block is here, and two people and two boy try to push in different direction. One student trying to push this block in this direction, another one is trying to pushing in opposite direction. So what will happen, both the force of both boy get cancel. But what will happen if the movement is after that, if the this block is moving little bit in this direction, it means what, this boy having more this boy is applying more force. And if this block is moving in this direction after this phenomena, so it means what, this boy is pushing more force. So from here what we can say, the if the forces are in the different direction, so we'll find that both force get cancel out, and we'll find the movement in the net force direction which having the more, yes, which is more, so towards which the object get moved. One more example also you can see for the opposite direction of the force. This is the tug of war. Yes, this game I think you have played. So in this condition, both team are trying to exerting same amount of force. So this rope will not move in any one direction, but finally if it will move to either in this direction or in this direction, it depends on the amount of force. If this team will apply more force, so this rope will move towards them, or if this team apply more force, so it can move to in their direction. So but the force will be the movement will be less. Why? Because both team playing or applying the force in opposite direction, yes. So opposite direction force get cancelled to each other. Yes, student, then we will discuss about the strength of the force. So strength of the force is usually expressed in the magnitude, and magnitude is nothing, is a kind of value, okay. Yes, so if any quantity which has a value, so we can say that value is the magnitude of that quantity, like force having the magnitude. But force depend on magnitude as well as the direction. Yes, I have told you, if the direction is same for any object, so the amount of force would be more. If the amount if the direction is opposite, so the amount of force may be less. So from those example we can say the force is dependent on the magnitude and the direction. So student, from here very crucial thing I want to tell you, very important thing I want to tell you, that is vector quantity and the scalar quantity. Student, vector quantity is what is a very important, yes, in the higher classes you will study about this. So vector quantity is that quantity which has magnitude as well as the direction. Means any kind of the physical quantity which is dependent on the magnitude as well as the direction, so that quantity is vector quantity, like force is the vector quantity. And the scalar quantity is what, student, like the quantity which has only the magnitude. For example, speed. So speed is kind of scalar quantity, only in that we see the value, we does not consider a direction in the speed. So speed is a kind of scalar quantity. So from here I think you have understand about the introduction of the force as well as the scalar and the vector quantity. If you are not getting, you can ask me in the comment box or in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.